Video games, video games, video games. Who doesn't love video games, man? Actually, there are quite a lot of people that hate video games. Probably because their kids don't do their chores.
I'm gonna ask you another question. Video games, TV, no school. You wanna be a fucking bum? Do you wanna be a bum?
No. I'm making YouTube videos, I'm making money. Obviously, I'm not a bum.
You ain't making That's bull.
I'm making money from it.
You know what? You're a fucking smartass. Are you kidding? Oh my god! Your new fucking system. Your new.
What about the stuff I asked you to do?
Okay, what?
You know, take the trash out, put the dishes away.
What?
I get home, the trash is full, the dishwasher's still full of dishes.
I thought I did that. I did that, right? Say.
I don't know.
You sleep till noon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You don't go to bed all night, and you got time to sit down here and play a video game?
I forgot about the dishes and
Well,
stuff.
why
okay?
did you forget?
I'm sorry.
Because you're busy
I'll do
playing
it
a
next
video
time.
game.
I'll do it next time, okay?
No.
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 Why? Why?
Because.
It's what I do, okay?
What?
It's what I do.
What?
I'm a gamer.
Yeah, I'll fix that.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Have you ever asked yourself this question? Who has collected the biggest video game collection ever in the whole world? Well, that answer applies to Antonio Romero Monetero. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He has collected over 20,000 games. Hey there, gang! I'm UniJohnicorn. Today, we're going to be reacting to the largest video game collection in the whole world. My guy right here, Antonio Romero, once again I don't know how to pronounce his name, has collected over 20,000 games. Let's dive into it in 3, 2, 1.
And I've just been awarded the Guinness World Record for the largest video game collection in the world. Today I get to show you my lifelong childhood dream come true with showcasing my collection of over 20,139 games. I'll start out by this wall that encompasses from ceiling to floor and wraps around all the way through these columns of over 1,800 PlayStation 2 games, which consists of a complete North American collection for PlayStation 2.
He has a collection of 1,800 PS2 games. But my guy, there are over 3,800 PS2 games. And you have 1,800 plus. You don't even have half the amount.
This wall, I also have a complete North American collection of PlayStation 3 games. Down here, I have a growing collection of Famicom games, which is the original Nintendo system that came out in Japan. And then here, wedged in the ceiling, I have over 1,000 PlayStation 1 games.
I wonder how does he find the specific game that he wants to play? Does he like scam all of them one by one or something? You never know what are in people's mind these days.
I'm going to die.
Now around this column, and it wraps on both sides, I have a complete PSP collection for North America. And then on this wall, I have original Xbox and Xbox 360. And both of these collections wrap around the room, and I'll show you there in a second. But both of these are also complete North American collections. Here I have Xbox One games with over 500 Xbox One games so far amassed. Up here, I have my PS Vita collection, which is a complete collection of everything released to date for North America. But this is still a growing collection. That system is still releasing titles. And then here you see PS4 games with over 900 PS4 games so far. Wedged in between all this, I have my Wii U collection, complete North American collection. And then up there, I have some 3DO games that I've collected so far. Here's the continuation of that Xbox collection and Xbox 360. Both again complete North American collections. They stack up everywhere.
How does he even memorize where to put them?
And then decorating my walls, I have all these amiibos moving into this area. Here I have TurboGrafx collection, which consists of half of the TurboGrafx games released to date. I'm still working on this collection.
TurboGrafx? What is that? Is that a console? I never heard of that console before. Is that even a console? Actually, I'm very curious. I want to search it up. Turbo Graphics. Oh, it's spelled graphics. I never heard of that console, to be honest. Only 5.8 million sold. I've heard of the Sega Genesis, I've heard of Nintendo, I heard of the Super Nintendo, I heard of the Sega Saturn, I never heard of the TurboGrafx.
I'm triggered.
Now moving into this wall, this is my Sega area. I'll start out with these cartridges. These are my Game Gear games. I have a complete North American collection. And here's an oddity I really like. CJ the Elephant. This was a game that was released at the end of the life cycle of Game Gear. Extremely hard game to find nowadays. Here I have a complete Virtual Boy game set. Bros, this is one of the most famous ones. But the Genesis holds a special place in my heart. It was the first system I owned, and it was what got me addicted into this collection. The first game I ever owned was this one, Golden Axe. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. I can't tell you how many times I've played this game over and over again, and it's definitely a classic. Has a warm spot in my heart.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
And here's an oddity. This is the rarest Nintendo 3DS game so far released. Barbie, Groom and Glam Pop.
I never expected him to have a Barbie game there.
Now, here's some other oddities in my collection. These two, Hotel Mario and Zelda Adventures, are some rare games that were released only on the Philips CDI system. And there are one of the few instances where Nintendo has allowed these games to be licensed outside of their systems. Now, continuing through here, I have some Japanese Saturn games and some Japanese Dreamcast games. And there you can see the continuation of all the remaining Dreamcast or Sega Genesis games.
In order to speed things along, we've decided to skip over most of the boring traveling scenes up to the point where it's necessary to the plot. If you have a problem with that, well, life just isn't fair for you now, is it?
Here's another set of oddities that I like in my collection. These are PlayStation 1 games that were released for educational purposes and were distributed to high schools in the United States, where students could go and play games during school.
You a liar. You a liar. There's no way. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I've always dreamt of playing video games in my class. There's no way. You're lying. You gotta be lying. This looks like a Pokemon logo. You have got to be shitting me, man. You're lying. You are lying. I feel you. I feel it. I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna burn your whole collection down. I'm gonna. I seriously always wanted to play video games in my class in front of the whole students and the teacher and showing my gaming skills. Of course, I'm not a big fan of Fortnite. I love for them to see my skills on that. Life is so unfair most of the times, man. What else can I say?
Here I house a complete collection of Super Nintendo games for North America, and I get to show you my favorite game in the world, Castlevania 4. This is by far my most beloved game. I love this game. I think it's a masterpiece.
Wait, how does he remember where he put that? He literally just took it out of there. How did he remember where it was? There's no like you know, like these little thingies like the bars on the games. These, like, you know, it doesn't even show on this whatever system this game is on. He just took it out of there. How is that even possible? How is that even possible?
Here's another oddity I like to share as well as part of my collection. This one is a Super Nintendo game that was released by Nintendo for the military, the US military. And you could not buy it in retail. It was a marksmanship practice game for the soldiers to practice shooting. Very rare in the world. Only a few copies are out there. And I'm happy to own one as part of my collection.
Yeah, there's even a video game for military. That is so awesome, bro. That is, I'm speechless.
Now continuing through here, I have a complete collection of North America Nintendo system games. Over here, wedged in this corner, I have my Atari games. And then wrapping all around this area, I have crammed in this area all my systems and collector edition games. Overall, I have over 100 video game systems. That way I can play everything I own. And sometimes multiple of every system, depending on the collector value of those components. As an example, down there you'll see I have over 10 different Xbox 360 systems. And then to wrap up the last part of the collection, I get to show this wall over here. I have my Nintendo 64 games that continue from down there. And then I have Game Boy Color, complete collection, N-Gage games, and then a bunch of different Atari generation games crammed in here. That's it. You've gotten to see my quick overview of my complete collection of 20,139 games. I'm really excited to be finally sharing this with the world. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. And I hope to see you and share more of this in the future again. Thank you again.
Absolutely legendary. You know what, Unigang? Let me take you with me for a little bit. Over here I have over here are my PS3 games. I used to have a lot more, but I sold so many of them and gave them away so I can trade with a PS4 game and give some away to some friends. And over here, Unigang, is my PS4 games. I used to have a lot more as well, but I gave them away to some friends. Yeah, I'm happy with my collection. I'm very happy with my collection, but actually, it's gonna. I feel it's gonna be a pain in the ass when I have a collection like Romeo, whatever his name was. But I'm happy with my collection. I'm very happy with my collection. I like how it says welcome back to school when when there's a lot of school here. How ironic. How ironic. How ironic. But this video is very old. It's from March 2019. So he probably has a lot more now. Probably his whole house is filled with video games. There's no angels in. That's basically gonna wrap it up for today, Unigang. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking forward to more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And don't forget to follow me on my socials. Link in the description below. Love you, Unigang. Take care, take it easy, and take care, Unigang.